Hello everybody, it is time for the configurator segment where we take a vehicle that has a build and price feature online and we're going to build it how I would actually spec it, and I think it's probably the best way to do so. So today we are focusing on the Jeep Wagoneer. We're revisiting the Wagoneer because now there's a different series of engines. It's now been out a few years. If you followed the show, a few years ago we had gone to kind of right as they launched it with the V8 engines, and now they have the twin turbo 6-cylinder Hurricane engines coming in, and I think they've done a really nice job with the styling. And with that being said, let's get started. So there are a few versions of the Wagoneer, and we have the base Wagoneer, the Series 2, the Carbide, which is kind of your black on black, and then we have the Series 3. Now knowing me, I would generally go for the Carbide edition, but in this instance, if I'm going to do a Wagoneer, I like some of the bright work on it, so I'm going to go with the Series 2 as I think it's a great value. Of course, for me, I want to go, it is a Wagoneer, we want that legendary four-wheel drive, and they do offer it in a long wheelbase, but for me, I don't need that, so we're just going to go a regular wheelbase. Now they have a lot of great colors on this. I like this Baltic gray metallic clear coat. I've seen it in person. I just think it looks really striking. It's a very large vehicle, and sometimes keeping black vehicles clean can be quite a nuisance, as with the few black vehicles I have now. So I really like this color. We're gonna go here. We go down here, we can choose some wheels. I'm going to choose these 18-inch off-road aluminum wheels for the reason that this being a Jeep four-wheel drive, a lot of times I do some light off-roading, so I like having a smaller diameter wheel on something with four-wheel drive. Gives me a taller sidewall, gives you a little better ride, and of course on those potholes there's a lot more rubber to absorb those impacts. So if we scroll down here, that's a 275/65 all-terrain tire. Oh, I like the Wagoneer interior. So we've got the 2-spoke steering wheel with all your goodies on it. We have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We have all of our physical buttons down here, which I love. We have our rotary control for the screen and everything. I really like how clean the interior design is on this. And of course, I like a darker interior. So these Napa leather trim seats, I'm gonna go in the, as they call, global black interior color. Uconnect 5 screen there with navigation, 10.1 inches, not 10 inches, it's 10.1. I'm gonna go down here. Well, because my friends are always in and out of the vehicle, as are pets and things, we're gonna add the all-weather mat package, and we're gonna go to the second row seating group, which that has the full floor-length console, the heated second row seats. I'm gonna add that. And because I added those off-road tires, that comes with the advanced all-terrain group, and that has a few things on it, which the 2-speed on-demand transfer case, it gives you a 392 rear axle ratio, tow hooks, we have an electronic rear limited slip differential, which is super useful in really muddy situations and in the snow and bad weather. Gives us the Quadralift air suspension, which we can actually adjust up and down depending on how you need it. Semi-active damping, this also gives us the transfer case, skid plate, including a bunch of other great things. So that's what I like when I get a vehicle like this. I actually do use them off-road, so I like to see that. The premium group, that gives us the foldable cargo shade and all those things. I'm gonna forego that because that needs the 22-inch wheels. And then if we go to the convenience group here, that's got the automatic high beam, the drowsy driver detection, heads-up display, the surround view camera, and we're gonna put that on there as well. So if we go down here, I don't do a heck of a lot of towing. The most I would probably tow is a utility trailer or some jet skis, so I don't need the up to 10,000 pound capacity. So personally for me, I'm gonna forego that. So we're gonna scoot down here. And this is the story with the new Jeep and Wagoneer products, is this Hurricane twin turbo engine. It's 3 liters, twin turbocharged. It has so much mid-range grunt. Yes, am I sad that the Hemi's gone? Sure. But I'm a man of performance and power, and the new Hurricane Twin Turbo outperforms the Hemi in acceleration and towing in spades, unfortunately. But I really like it. Oh, it sounds really neat too. It's a straight 6, so it's got that really good growl to it. And of course, you get the 8-speed automatic transmission. So we go down here to the summary. I really like the off-road tires. It has the Wagoneer front fascia they have. We have some LED headlights here. Like I said, I know usually I go black, but I really enjoy all the bright work on the Wagoneer. We have the American flag over here and some nice beefy off-road tires. I feel like that's how a Jeep should look. And for somebody like me who's going to get something like this, sure, is it $82,000? Would you off-road it? Yes, I would. And here in New England with the terrible weather, sometimes there are floods, there are all kinds of crazy things. I'd much rather have this configuration in a nice, big, bulky vehicle. So when you're in those nutty situations where there's a crazy rainstorm or it's snowing and you have to get somewhere, you're going to be okay in a Wagoneer, especially set up like this. So this came to $82,055, which I think in the land of Land Rovers, Range Rovers, X5s and things, this is a little more off-road focused. But if you have seen any of the Wagoneer's new interiors, you're going to be blown away. All really premium products in there. There's not a lot of hard plastics. Everything is leather covered and stitched. I love the cool 2-spoke steering wheel. Everything's really updated. The Uconnect system's great. The 10-inch screen's great because it doesn't take up the whole interior, but it's big enough that you can just glance at it. We have physical buttons that you can use so you're not going through screens looking for things, which I always really appreciate from manufacturers. And if you're cross-shopping it with other SUVs, definitely, or you're looking at other SUVs rather, I would definitely give the Wagoneer a shot, as the interior I think is really going to impress you. And I think they have a really nice presence on the road, and I really enjoy the styling that Wagoneer went with in the front here. So if you're interested in a Wagoneer such as this one, definitely check them out at Elmwood CDJR in East Providence, Rhode Island.